Hello, everybody. Welcome to the jungle. We've got fun and one singular game. There's like a Gunder Fury, huh? There's like a war of everybody spamming the at stream notification on my Discord right now. And I love it because it doesn't actually send me a message. It sends everybody else one, though. So things have been pretty good. Last time I streamed, there was something I wanted to talk about, and I totally did not talk about it. And that's my bad. But it actually didn't matter that much. It was something simple. I've been rewatching the more recent Marvel movies, or in the case of some of them, regular watching them, because I haven't seen them yet. And I was talking today at work because it's kind of been on my head. The Marvel Cinematic Universe is not that good. At least some of the stuff on a kind of a second watch style basis. It's not. There are a lot of duds on the early ones. Let's list them. That's funny. There are a lot of duds, and one of the duds is. Let's list them. Why shan't we? First dud. Dud number the first. The original Hulk, Edward Norton. I didn't like it at all. I didn't like it enough to finish it. I had it, I think, rented or downloaded or something, and I stopped halfway through. Edward Norton's The Incredible Hulk is like technically the first movie in the MCU. It's got that Tony Stark, Iron Man cameo in the very end, according to a video I watched, not according to me, because I haven't seen it. So that's how you know it's like it's the forerunner. The first two movies of the universe itself ended up having as main stars people that did not stick with it, or for one reason or another, maybe they asked too much or they're too crazy. I think Edward Norton is notorious for being full of himself, kind of a drama king, kind of a over-entitled little POS, which is what happens when you're famous and everyone just spends all the live-long day telling you that you're great. Apparently the movie White Supremacy, the movie, what was it called? Oh, American History X, was a different B-assed entirely before he got his grubby little mitts on it and demanded that the editors give him more of the screen time. I don't know, who cares? Whatever, he didn't make it. Terrence Howard is a fucking insane person, and you know, even though War Machine, Rhodey, etc. ends up being a smaller role, he's got some emotional elements that I think that old Terry How couldn't have done. So I'm also glad to see him gone, if that's if that's how you want to look at it. I mean no meanness respect or anything like that, but I also am pretty upfront about stuff like this. I think that if people stink and suck, you know, well, basically that's why hey, Scotcho, what's up, dude? How tings? I'm just here talking about how bad most of the Marvel Cinematic Universe is, and how not surprising, but how like a phoenix, it rose from the asses. A lot of the early stuff is bad. Iron Man 1 is not bad, but it's also got the benefit of being like not just the first. Oh no, not just the first. Kind of modern superhero movie since Spider-Man 1 to like really like do it hardcore, but like, I mean, I guess it's not true. You had, I don't know, it feels like it's kind of the first. It feels like it's something new, like a genre definer. Yeah, right. I mean, lumping them all as a whole is like, there's a lot of, I'm doing all right, man. I'm doing really good. I had a Whoops. I'm looking over at Discord chat, not even the chat of this thing. Oh, shit. Shit suck. But, there's just a lot of... There's a lot of bombs. Or, not bombs, but, like, you know, not interesting to watch movies. There's... Man, more locked chests. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. This sucks. There's a lot of locked chests we're not going to even be able to interact with. 11 months! Holy shit, dude. That's a long-ass time. But yeah, Iron Man 2... It's not terrible. It was fun, but it wasn't good, I don't think. I mean, I feel that it wasn't good. Iron Man 3, there's a lot I like about it, and I think I stand alone in liking a lot of it, but I understand people's complaints. I don't like how boring the actual villain is. I hate how jumping the shark the ending was with the freaking Iron Man president or captain, or the Iron Man American flag suit flying over the pit holding the president. What? Didn't have a script like at all? I don't know. I think that that's kind of impossible to do, right? All right. I guess we're just going. So that was a shit floor. That was like the shittiest floor I've ever had. I got a terrible secondary gun, and that's it. And I didn't even flawless the boss. And then we're starting this floor with next to nothing. And yeah. But so Iron Man's, I think it's like 1 out of 3 is good. Robert Downey Jr. does a great Tony Stark. I think he's really made that character a figure worth fighting for, and I think that like the good that I liked in Iron Man 3 was because of his trying to cope with what happened in New York. The fundamental strangeness and the fear that it instilled in him. Him seeing like not only the stupid, unnecessary vision of all of his friends dead, but like him seeing that there's something so gigantic out there that everything they've experienced up to this point seems minuscule. Like, I love the kind of depression and like nihilism that added to such a snarky, over-the-top character, and I think that that's something that's great about him. However, beyond that, I feel like the Iron Man movies were pretty much too much, I don't know, kind of jokey jokersons. Like, they are trying to take some of what I think Sam Raimi put into the first Spider-Man movie and maybe the second one, that kind of like lighthearted, silly humor, but like still general appeal in each of the movies. And because of that, like, it set the tone for the rest of it. And then the first Avengers, which I still think is amazing, not just for its accomplishment as the unification of a bunch of disparate movies, but because it was genuinely enjoyable. I think it's great. I think the first Avengers is, or not the first Avenger, the Avengers Assembled, I guess it was called. Captain America: The First Avenger sucks dog ass. It's like, if I had to put a movie at like position number 1 in this sucks, thanks Marvel, it would be the first Avenger. It would be Captain America. That movie is so boring, and it makes World War II boring, which is kind of an accomplishment. Oh, fuck. Because usually a movie set in World War II is like, it's kind of got a pass. Like, you set that backdrop of the entire world in armed conflict with one another, and you're like, all right, I can see why the stakes are high here. I can see how this is going to you know, give us man, I couldn't even have gotten a synergy from that. That sucks. Or I could have only gotten a synergy with the Desert Eagle, which I'm going to sell. So, but Thor 1, okay movie, boring otherwise. Like not great. Nothing to remember about. I don't remember anything about it. I remember there's some big metal furnace guy as the bad guy, and I remember they were adding that Shakespearean kind of tinge to the dialogue, which is fitting with the character. Phone died immediately after sending that. That's funny. Man, the Twitch app like eats up my battery, so I don't even use it if I can avoid it. But Thor: The Dark World was also extremely uninteresting. Like, cool premise, cool effects, extremely uninteresting. Ant-Man sucked. Ant-Man 2 sucked even harder, which I didn't think was possible. And Doctor Strange, pretty boring. Benedict Cumberbatch, like, took a movie with some of the coolest special effects I've ever seen and just made it, like... I mean, he's not alone in... Thanos, man. I like the slow build, though. I think that Thanos, especially the way they presented him as this, like, interdimensional, or not interdimensional, but interstellar threat, I thought that was done extremely well. That's such a good slow burn, and nothing in the history of movies has done anything like that. Just little hints, just little, like, everyone knew what was going to happen. And then they gave, I think Thanos is one of the best written villains in movies forever, because he's a demented sociopath. But, like, I have a hard time disagreeing with him. And I think that that's exactly what they were going for. They wanted the audience, they wanted him to be the hero of his movie from his perspective. Like, Avengers Infinity War is his movie. He's the hero in that movie, and I think they knocked that out of the park. But if he had just been in, like, Iron Man 2, it would have been kind of a who cares. They didn't. They gave it the appropriate time to build up to it. Oh, well, you know, I think that that's a risk that they had to take in making the MCU as big and as expansive as they did. I don't think they could have done anything like Ultron. Look at Ultron, man. Like, he came in out of nowhere, and they kind of hinted about, like, Jarvis gaining sentience a little bit. Oh, well, I think they dropped pretty huge hints. He showed up at the closing scene of 2 movies. I thought they, like, almost said too much about Thanos. Personally, I think they didn't want him to be, like, the behind-the-scenes stars of a bunch of other movies. They wanted him to have his own moment to shine. Yeah, I was actually worried that they released too much information about him, and it was going to be kind of like, well, now that he's out, we already knew what his whole agenda was and his whole reasoning behind his motives and stuff like that. They got pretty heavy-handed with the talk of the Infinity Stones and stuff by the time Guardians of the Galaxy came around, and everyone was saying Thanos in Guardians of the Galaxy about 1 million fucking times. Gamora was talking about Thanos being her father and all of that. Oh, did you watch the first Guardians of the Galaxy? They talk about him a lot. And that's the first one I think that really, really directly touched on the Infinity Stones. I don't know. I think that, like... Oh, okay. Yeah, you should watch Guardians of the Galaxy. It's not only a really good movie, a really good, like, space opera, Star Wars style, but a really funny, lighthearted superhero movie done right. Oh my god. I cannot dodge today. But they talk about Thanos all the time. Gamora and her sister, oh my god, what's her fucking name? Are the daughters of Thanos, and what's his name? Ronan the Accuser is, like, working directly for him, and he eventually tries to, like, take the power that Thanos wanted with the Infinity Stones. He thinks he can handle Thanos. So there's a lot of dialogue about the Mad Titan and about how brutal and vicious he is. Drax has a direct vendetta against him because Thanos killed his family. There's a lot of discussion about Thanos, I think, in that one movie, and then kind of spatterings of it in the other movies. And that brings me to another movie that I thought was really good. Dude, these weapons suck. Holy shit, I'm so glad I got a key, but we only got one more treasure chest on this floor. But yeah, Guardians being the first space movie, it made sense that it had more to do with Thanos than... What the fuck? Than the other movies, because Thanos is a known force in the cosmos, but he's not known from humans. So it would be really weird if there was a ton of Thanos information elsewhere. I guess that's at least how I feel about it. Like, they kept it slow because no one on Earth had even heard of him. Except in the first Avengers when that one guy talked about it. It isn't until the Russo brothers, James Gunn, Taiki Waititi, and those directors started getting their hands on putting together some scripts that we really started to see the MCU come into its own, I feel. Thor Ragnarok is a fucking phenomenal movie. I watched that like 2 days ago, and it's great. Okay, so we're all right on this run. And what else is good? Age of Ultron's also bad. There's a couple other ones that are also pretty bad. I don't love Sticky Crossbow, but I need something right now. Yeah, I don't know. I think that, like, overall, the Marvel Cinematic Universe is a huge success. There's no reason for me to even say that. Everyone knows it because of how it's broken every single record. But there's, like, 5 or 6 movies that I think are good, and then a bunch of them that are okay, and then a handful that I think are real stinkers. Like, I still haven't seen Captain Marvel, so I don't really know how I'm going to take that one. But the general consensus. I don't know. Ant-Man did very poorly. Critically and commercially, and they made Ant-Man 2 and they have an Ant-Man 3 in the works. Doctor Strange, same thing. They already got Doctor Strange 2 lined up. Guardians of the Galaxy was the first one that they announced a sequel for before it did well, but it happened to. Doctor Strange is going to have at least one sequel. Spider-Man has a sequel that already has a trailer, and they started filming that before the movie was even released. I think that, like, Marvel's doing something really good in general, but it doesn't mean that all of their movies are good. Like, I think they're not really waiting to see if a movie does well to keep going. I think they're ensuring that certain, characters have their stories told before they even have any idea if they're going to do well. And sometimes that's the problem. Like, Ant-Man, they need him for Avengers. Yeah. I'm just trying to, I think I'm trying to just judge them in terms of the quality of the movies themselves instead of thinking of them as superhero movies. There's a lot that really, like, does bog you down. Like, things like the villain is always a clone of the hero. Is always... the first movie is always them overcoming themselves, essentially, showing that they're the better version of whatever power set they have. That's fucking annoying. Origin stories are also super, super played out at this point, so it's pretty good that Marvel is kind of stopping with that. But I think Marvel still has done some amazing stuff. Civil War. What's the other one? there's another one that's really, really good. Winter Soldier, Avengers 3. Oh God, no! Fuck. Dude, I suck this run. This is terrible. Jesus Christ. But yeah, I agree that superhero fatigue can be real. I think that they're doing a good job of, I think that like an example of fatigue coming on way quickly is Star Wars fatigue. I thought I'd be all on board with any Star Wars movie that came out because I grew up as such a huge Star Wars fan. And I'm like done. I don't care what happens. Yeah. I'm glad they slowed down on it. Solo, I actually thought was an incredibly well done movie. Dude, this run sucks. It's right here. This run sucks ass. But yeah, there's just... one thing I like about the Marvel Cinematic Universe is that I can judge them on a movie-by-movie basis, and then I can think about its accomplishment as a series of movies separately. Yeah, but there's... Okay, well, that's something I disagree with. No one's making you watch the Marvel movies. And... like, there's still tons of other movies coming out. I agree that, like, superhero fatigue is true in a lot of cases. I think superhero fatigue actually came and went for a lot of people. Like, I was more fatigued 2 years ago than I am now. Now I'm actually kind of excited about, like, Endgame. I just stopped watching all of them. Like, I was going to every Marvel superhero movie in theaters immediately because I thought that I needed to. I guess. I don't know. I didn't know anything about Ant-Man until it came on Netflix, and I watched it while I was bored doing stuff in Final Fantasy. And it was just as bad as watching most other movies. It didn't feel worse for any reason than that. Dude, I fucking suck tonight. But I guess the way that I feel is that, like, no one's making me watch the movies. It's like SpongeBob. I see SpongeBob memes all over the freaking place. That doesn't mean that I have SpongeBob fatigue. Like, I see references to things that happen in that show. Like, it doesn't affect me because it's not something I feel the need to be, like, engaged in. That's how I felt about Ant-Man until I watched it. That's how I felt about, you know, Thor: The Dark World. I didn't watch that one for, like, over a year after it came out because I was like, I didn't like the first Thor. I'm glad I saw Thor Ragnarok in theaters. God, all these fucking keys all of a sudden. But, like, the first Thor movie was so bad that I didn't feel the need to watch the second. And I watched the third one without even knowing what happened in the second, and I still thought it was fucking amazing. I think that they're getting the characters down, even if they're not always in good movies. Like, I like Paul Rudd's Ant-Man. I didn't like the Ant-Man movie, if that makes sense. Like, I like Paul Rudd's, like, portrayal of that Ant-Man. I guess. I think I try not to be like... It's like the... You know, I remember when the Transformers movies were coming out. Everyone was complaining about, oh, the Transformers movies, too many. Why is it everywhere there's Transformers movies? Like, what does it matter? Just don't go see them. Like, that's exactly how I felt about every freaking Transformers movie that ever happened, or ever came out. It's like, this in no way pertains to me. So I'm going to have a good time when I go to the theater because I'm not going to watch any Transformer. Oops, I just teleported to the same room I was in. I thought they looked stupid, so I just moved on. Hey, the fuse totally does go out if you teleport away. That's crazy. Okay. The first one wasn't. They were made for China after they saw how successful that one was in China. Like, but I didn't even watch the first one because who cares? It doesn't seem like my thing. I guess my approach to movies like that is let other people have them if they want them. If not, we're good. I don't need... Like, the DC movies, they suck. The DC superhero movies, they suck. Even the ones that are good. Like, I liked Wonder Woman a lot. People said Aquaman was worth watching. I'm not gonna go watch it. Because I didn't really fucking care about... You know... That. I haven't seen Justice League. Batman vs. Superman was enough for me to be done with the DC movies for the most part. So I stopped discussing them. I stopped having issues with them. I stopped essentially letting them bother me because I don't need them to, you know? But for me, they do that every year, dude. They like, here's what happens. So there's a property that's liked by 6-year-old kids, right? They wait 14 or 15 or 16 years till those people are spending their own money, and then they sell it to them again through the guise of... So those kids who couldn't watch the show now have... Or the kids that couldn't go to the store and buy stuff themselves now have the purchasing power to support those properties. And that's going to happen every decade and a half. Like, it's smart. You wait until something that kids couldn't pay for themselves is at that right age that they're the buying brand. You want them in their mid-20s, early 30s, and then you sell it back to them a second time. And I understand why it's like, it's shitty. I agree that it's shitty. I don't think it's ever going to stop happening. That's how capitalism works. They take something that's sold and they try to resell it for eternity if possible. Because then they don't have to come up with something new. They just have to make it again. And I don't know. It's I think it's better in a lot of these situations to just like kind of let it be. Because I could spend all day saying like the reason I'm talking about the Marvel movies is because it's such, I guess the reason I brought it up is because it's such a wonder how good they've become. And I really do think they've become good. I think they've become good not just as superhero movies, but as movies for mass consumption in general. Like, this is better than when Jaws was coming out every year or whatever. This is better than Bruckheimer's Batman series. This is better than a lot of times when popular movies were coming out. Like, I think the fact that Marvel's making movies that I feel a lot of genuine joy watching, and some of them that I feel even genuine joy rewatching, is impressive because they have such a fucking stranglehold on the thing. It's like the live action remakes. I don't understand the point of them. I have a lot of friends that are going to see every one that comes out. I haven't seen a single one, and I'm not going to. And I think that's the end of my relationship with it. Like, I don't care. I'm gonna not support it, and then I'm gonna keep going because it feels fucking weird to like, I don't know, to like have a problem with something that like is for someone else. I mean, it might be marketed for me, but like that doesn't mean I have to buy it, you know? Oh God. Come on. No, you must buy it. And I'm not trying to like cut off your argument. I think it's just this is how I feel about it. Like the bad Marvel movies, if they come out with 13 more Doctor Stranges and 14 more Ants Men, then cool, man. There's somebody that loves it. There's somebody that is willing to sink all their money into being as antish and mannish as they could possibly be. But like they're just not gonna get mine, I guess. Like, is the long and also the short of it. I get the frustration with it though, because it is they dominate discussions for a while. Like, if you go on Reddit, Thanos did nothing wrong is like one of the biggest, most popular subreddits on the freaking thing. And it's about a movie that like not everyone gives a shit about. But to me it's like when, you know, RD or DE, whatever the Denmark one pops up. Like, I don't get upset that there's a thing speaking in German about German affairs. Like, I just move on. Like, it's just not for me. So I move on to the stuff that does have anything to do with me or with my interests. And because of that, oh fuck. God damn it. I just wasted access to the rat fight. Potentially. I kind of think that too, like, make planets that are not habitable, that produce things that people can use. Yeah, well, that's why he's a sociopath. I think that's why he's a good character, as opposed to just like, he's a villain who thinks so severely that his solution is the final solution, wink wink hint hint, that he's willing to sacrifice not just the lives of others, but like the basic structure of reality in order to make it so. I think that's what's great about him, is everyone else found another solution, but he, in his head, said, no, this is the only way it could be. Like, it's... I think let's think of it this way. I think there are a lot of people who commit hate crimes and think, I'm going to commit a hate crime today. They think, I'm doing something for the betterment of people. And these are the people that I believe to be people. And I think that that's what the writers kind of did, was they said, this guy is so certain that he's figured it out that it's actually like, it's harder to watch him do this, because no, there's obviously a better way to do this. But he's in his head like, I'm doing what's right. I'm doing what has to be done. Nobody else has the will or the strength of personality to do this. Like, I'm doing this because we, as sentient... Oh my god, did it just give me this whole fucking floor again? Did it just give me this whole floor again? I'm really confused. I don't think I've ever seen that. Ha, you idiot, we can tell which one's you. You got arrows still in you. Okay. That's weird, though. Alright, we gotta buy a blank. Compass. Not gonna do it. Nah, god, dude. I don't remember if there was a sales creep in here. Probably not. Okay, we have a blank. Wow, I super did not need to buy that key. Nice, please give me the shotgun guy. He doesn't look like he's holding a shotgun. You know, I just realized I actually don't have super boss weapons on me right now. Especially if I keep taking hits the way I have been. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to any of the other secret rooms. I can't believe I lost Abby Excess. One floor away. I mean, I can absolutely 100% believe it, but like, I'm not happy about it. Wow, the Snake Baker is so good sometimes. Ugh, excuse me. Dude, I hate this room so much. I don't have a machine gun, do I? That's not what I wanted to grab. What the fuck? Water. There we go. Wasn't sure how that was gonna work, so I'm glad it did. Oh, I do have a machine gun. I have the freaking Heck Blaster. What's wrong with me? Whoa, buddy. Whoa, buddy bucko boy. Came in from the left. This is an empty room. These always scare me. Makes me think I've gone the wrong way. Yo! Wow, I just kind of bounced off of that explosion. That's very surprising. All right. Three blanks, okay. We're probably not going to be able to take the, wow, Polaris all the way through here. So we might as well use it, like, exclusively to start. Ooh, that was a good blank, dude. Back up. I hate that move. Alright. Nicely done. Holy junk. That was a really good first phase. I gotta say, the blank was a fear response, but like, it worked out. This move, I'm never going to try it. Or this this attack phase. I love whenever anybody says anything about Polaris. It's really funny. They fixed that that synergy with the Polaris. Oh my god, that was such a good blank. And then they unfixed it because people were upset. Oop. I'm about to get hit. It's time to blank. That was fine. Whoa. No! What? I didn't even fucking see what hit me. God crapping damn it. It's still a pretty strong weapon though. Not as strong as it used to be. I hate the little freaking, I almost said Mario Kart, but yeah. I think I walked into it as it was bursting into existence. The mecha rats, the TMNT rats. What am I doing? Come on, come on. You gotta duck that one in order to get the punches in. Or you gotta just hit him while he gives you that big window at the start. Chamber gun. That is the most frequent weapon drop since this DLC came out. Too early. I did that way too early. Glad it has a little bit of a window. Ugh, the crueler sucks, but the eye patch is great. Damn it. Should have swung. Get out of here. Alright, so those aren't great weapons. Fuller says shredding it. Duck David first! Dude, that went incredibly well. I think I... What? What the fuck version is this? Why does it look like the rat? I know it has multiple forms, but like I've never seen the rat version. You get it based on which floor you're in. And how many master rounds you have? Well, it synergizes with the master round every time. Look. Oops. So that. And it synergizes with all of them that you have. I have 2 of them, so you can see when I highlight it, it has up arrows for both of them. Because I know if you get it on floor 1, it's just the starting form. It doesn't have anything different in it. And then I've gotten it later floors, and it's been different every time. Yeah, I was willing to take on freaking 4 at once if they were all cursed or all mimics. All right. Ooh. Oh, okay, I didn't keep it. So this is the ice floor. That's why. That's so fucking cool. And I never noticed that. I knew that it changed was different things. Yeah, so there's the drill, the shotgun, there's the split lasers, there's another knife one that's like an instant win. I think that might be the bullet hell one. It's like a whip, like a metal whip that hits every enemy. I think the fire one's probably the forge. Another I'm thinking of it. There's the sonic rings one that you get on the first floor. There's a drill, shotgun. Maybe if you don't have any master rounds, it won't open the other forms. I don't know how it works, but because I mean, it'd be cool to like start a run on floor 4 or something with it or something to see if it gives you anything. Oh, you sack of shit! I'm the sack of shit. I shouldn't be mad at him. I just like I let that freaking guy hit me. I can't believe it. Oh well. Got plenty of time. Hey, these guys are actually the best. I usually hate the little zomboids, but they're the best for farming kills, basically. Those guys and the blobs that split. Look at that, back at level 2 already. The Evolver is the best weapon so far. It does so much right. Whenever it changes form, it refills your ammo. Whenever, I mean, and it gets progressively better in a way that feels appropriate. The gunner is one that I really like. I haven't made much use out of. I only got it late in a run, so I didn't. Whoa! I didn't get to make much use of its health thing. I had too many other guns that were useful. All right, I'm gonna keep that for the coolness for now. We'll eat it for later. Wait a second. Orange on use. Okay. Damn it. The reason I don't like the Polaris that much anymore is because it's basically a gun that when it's its most useful, you're least likely to use it. Because that's when you got to start worrying about keeping the ammo. You have to like bum rush the boss. But as soon as I get Polaris filled up, I move on to, oh my god, here we go, to other weapons usually. Such as exactly this circumstance we're in right now. Oh. I should actually probably save the chamber gun because, you know. That last floor version of it. Yeah, this is actually a good gun for this. Huh. Did that go through him and then hit the wall? Damn it. That's not what I meant to do. Whoa, it's too far away for the blank to hit. Okay. Good to know. Very well done. All right, so let's see. Let's see how many forms we have with the chamber gun. Oh, wait, it doesn't change until the next floor. So I have 3 forms. And then we go back to the chamber gun, and we have 1, 2, 3. We still have 3. Okay. I mean, I'm definitely going to steal one of these, and I guess I should buy the other one. Let's see what else we get on this floor before we spend any money. We're going to sell some stuff, too. Let's use up some of these guns we're going to sell. We're going to sell a ton of shit, holy crap. Oh, you wild eye, you wild, wild me. I know I can just pick it up, but like, I don't like being rushed. Game. Also, there's a very slim chance that I can buy 2, 3 key items from Flint. I had to finish them off with a freaking water gun. Do I want a full metal jacket? I don't think I actually do. Maybe. We'll see if there's an amulet for sale or for steal. Did you end up getting the gunslinger? I know you didn't in your last stream, Scotch, but did you get them since then? Or the stream that I caught, I guess. Not necessarily your last stream. Oh boy. Oh, nice. Did you unlock him? You beat the double lich with him? Oh, nice. Good. Because yeah, I had the feeling, I was like, I'm not gonna start this one because I feel like I'm gonna start it. Oh, yuck, we're selling that too. And then I'm gonna run out of time, so I had to wait. I had to devote the beginning of a stream specifically to it. You know me so well. What does this synergize with? Twin snakes. Oh shit. I remember seeing that one. You got that twice? That's fucking crazy. You're dumb. I'm done with you. Get rid of this one. Wow. No, I know. But I saw you get that synergy in our rainbow run. Earlier in the night. Or the day before, I think. Damn it. Oh my god. Thank you. Alright, well, we'll steal this. And then I don't think there's anything else we need. I don't need to go to that other floor. Yeah, let's just go, I guess. Where's the freaking secret? Can it be in here? I don't know. Alright, well, that was a good one. You loud frame. All right, let's see what the twin synergies are. Oh right, the twin snakes. This one homes. The other one is just freaking lasers. Let's see what we got for the chamber gun, actually. Excuse me. Still got that one. So maybe, maybe the chamber gun, it matters what floor you're on, but if you get the master round, you keep it. That's all I can think. Otherwise, you drop it, I guess. Hi, Andron. What's up, dude? Duda Reno. How's Skyrim been treating you? You one of those horses yet? I don't know. I've never played Skyrim. And Vic, what's up, dude? Man, it's been a while since I've seen Vic in this channel. I still think it's funny that you're playing Skyrim right now. I kind of understand it though, because like I'm almost overloaded with Gungeon content. Not the amount of content that is in Gungeon, but like freaking everybody's playing this game right now. Flak Blag, the NLSS, Brain TM's playing it again. I mean, he's gonna burn through everything in it and then be done with it, I think. He tends to go hard and then burn out. Oh yeah, I don't know what any of that means. But like, that's cool, I guess. Or bad. I don't know. Sounds more bad than cool, I suppose. Ooh. Oh, I thought you meant like, I don't know, like you use some sort of duplicating spell to make yourself sneakier. You've got to be kidding me. Still putting freaking fires on every single one of my things. Oh, so it does give you invisibility. Okay, that makes sense then. We're on the same page. By mindfuckery, do you mean like getting people to attack for you? Like a charm kind of thing? Man, these two guns are actually really strong. Explosive? No, hold on. All of that stuff is underwhelming as fuck. And I don't know anything about the Skyrim games. I was thinking, like, I'm really enjoying Final Fantasy XIV. I was thinking, like, why haven't I ever played an Elder Scrolls game? And I think it's because I've never played an Elder Scrolls game. As simple as that. Like, it sounds like circular reasoning, but it's kind of like the first time I played a Tales game, the entire time I was like, man, I don't want to learn all the things that make Tales games Tales games. If I hadn't been playing Final Fantasy games since I was freaking, 14 or whatever, I'd probably have a harder time starting such a grandiose story. There's so many, like, terms and things like that that I've learned. Like, the names of items in different games bothers me. The fact that, like, this game calls manas like health aids or physics or something like that. I don't know why, but and it seems really dumb. Even knowing that, it's still like, yeah. I mean, I've had a lot of people play, a lot of friends. Like Nate played the ever-loving hell out of Skyrim when it first came out. Him and his roommate had two TVs set up right next to each other. And they would play their two campaigns side by side, basically. And I'd come over there and I'd be like, I don't know what's going on. Ha 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 ha. Combat looks boring in this. Ha ha ha. I think that was my biggest problem with Skyrim. Was the combat looked boring. At least the melee combat. I'm sure that magic and stuff was probably more interesting. Dude, if I didn't have the freaking resourceful sack, I probably would have been hit there. Whoa, dude. Hey, dude. Yeah, it seems like both of them that I watched ended up doing archery, stealth, and a little bit of magic. Because the hand-to-hand stuff, like one of them started off building a barbarian melee guy, and then just got bored with it, and started a new game with like archery and sneakery, and I think the other one ended up going magic. I realized that I got the Patriot, and like this is probably the only fight I'm going to use it on. So, oh my god, I rolled slightly the wrong way. It's M1. Mouse 1. Oh. iBomb Companion app. Man, I cannot get that and Corsair at the same time for some reason. Just can't happen to me. Hey, cool. Man, I really want the turtle friend, turtle problems energy. I want that real bad. I got enough of that, like, freezing time to eat myself to full health in, whatchamacallit? Zelda. Hey, thanks for kicking everything else out. Stupid game. Wait, iBomb Companion app is the one I don't want. Even though I'm probably not going to use the cheese. Whoops, that's not where I want to go. I think speaking of that, I think the Zombie U, that like starter Wii U game, was really good about that, and it was one of those games that used the second screen really effectively for that. Like, you had to look down to do your inventory, and you could not pause while it was going on. And it was really cool to have the game kind of like force you to make these decisions in the heat of the situation. Like, I don't know, I thought that was neat. I really wish the Wii U had been more successful, because asymmetric gameplay and some of the ways they use the screen were just so fucking good. But like, it was so poorly freaking marketed. It was so underutilized. Like, it just, all of the problems were on the did I? No, I didn't get hit yet. Were Nintendo's like marketing department. I think that's why Fizeme had such a big, like, significant part in the marketing of the Switch. Like, making sure everyone knew exactly what it was and what it did before it came out. Hey, Kyle, what's up? Saturn. Man, I wanted a Sega Saturn so bad, and then every time I had a friend that had one, they were like, I don't have anything to play besides Knights. I was such a Sega kid growing up that, like, the thought of going over to Sony was, like, kind of betrayal to me. And not only that, well, no, I was sold pretty early. Jumping Flash and Extreme... Oh my god, what was the name of that game? It wasn't Too Extreme, that was the sequel. Sega did make a 32-bit console. They made 2 of them. The Sega Saturn and the 32X. I don't know what you would call the Sega CD, but I don't think too many people. Sega CD was all FMV games, man. That's the main problem I had with it. This run's going extremely well, by the way. I haven't had to talk about it in a while because it's been going so well. Did that guy get snakified? Or what? Or where? I had a 64. 64 was I had a PlayStation, but I think I had no. It was there was one system where I only had one game. Oh, it was a Super Nintendo. Yeah, I only had Turtles in Time because I also had a Sega Genesis. I think someone else bought me the Super Nintendo for Christmas, but I had a Genesis, and so I got every game on the Genesis. We own any game that I bought for the Genesis. We only rented Super Nintendo games. I remember renting Mario World and Super Mario All-Star like 5 fucking times each. Yo, stop. But never owning them, which was weird. And 64 was a shit. Blast Corps, my favorite game on the system. Don't remember anything about it. Played that ever-loving hell out of it. I didn't get into the collectathons. I feel like I missed that era almost entirely. I didn't play Donkey Kong 64, Banjo-Kazooie. I mean, I played Mario 64, so I got the OG collectathon. Blast Corpses. I loved Blast Corps. I didn't even know that was... I think that was a Double Fine game? A Tim Schafer game? But I don't remember. I didn't know shit about it. Never seen it, playing it. I just loved like games with interesting vehicle stuff. I played the hell out of Cruisin' USA and Hydro Thunder. I think it was Hydro Thunder that was on the 64. Was it Hydro Thunder or Wave Race, or was it both? Ooh, that's not the direction I meant to jump. Fuck. And yeah, it is the people that made Psychonauts and Day of the Tentacle and all those other games. I feel like this might be the first run where I've gotten absolutely nothing new. Which is a little strange. Feels real weird. I got nothing that I mean, I got some new stuff, new to the game stuff, but I got nothing that's my first time getting it. Damn. I am the king of going the fucking wrong way on this last part. Oh, you sack of shit. I went 2 floors without getting hit once until that moment. What are you guys talking about? Wondrous sprite. What does that mean? Yo, enough bullets. I'm gonna have to go back and go to like one more room or something. Never mind. Fuck. Be really neat if they did something with that eyeball room. After all this time. Do I care enough to do this? I think you do get this one every time you get to bullet hole. I should have been using that the whole time. I definitely would not have been hit. Anytime I do this, I end up getting hit a shitload while doing it. Ugh. I hate this. I hate this fucking gun. This is the problem I have with this gun. Is that I always end up being unable to use it on the Lich himself. What is going on with my character right now? Okay, let's switch weapons. What's going on? Can I point my gun in the right direction, please? Why do I look like I got no hand? My dodge roll looks all busted. Come on, game. Is this the secret? Secret is I'm gonna get hit by freaking things because my dodge roll's not working right. Alright, let's teleport. Okay, cool. My body's not where my body is. Oh. Alright, well, we got the ration. This is fucked, dude. This actually sucks. What I need to do is, like, open a chest or something. Yeah, I think it's like a T-pose. I can roll, but it doesn't put my body in the right position. I'm rolling like that because I have the gun boots. But my body's not where my body is, and I've been hit in the middle of a roll because of it. I want like an animation that like is forced on me. You know, that's... They changed the star pew back. It also is charging faster than ever. Huh. That's so weird. They changed the star pew back. Not only does it charge faster, it's not, yeah, it's not one single shot. Well, let's... Alright, let's do this broken style. I'm probably gonna get fucking hit like crazy. Oh, it fixed itself. No, it didn't. My gun's visible, though. This is the most broken gun in the game. By, like... by far. I don't think I'm fixed. Yeah, it's just that, okay, until I dodge roll. Dodge rolling makes my gun invisible. Yeah, so my dodge roll is, like, not right. It's not behaving properly. Oh, God. Yeah, I actually don't have any iframes on my dodge roll. Weird. Huh. I don't have any iframes on my dodge roll. That's fucking crazy. Is this gonna be too far away? I think it's gonna be too far away. Yeah. What you said. Hey, it does work. Okay. Some of the time. Works some of the time. Right? I mean, I'm actually pretty glad that I got the little blank guy. He's actually making this possible. Well, I guess sometimes you just gotta beat the game without being able to do one of its most major features. I didn't get any Lead God, Lich Flawless. Oh, I did get this. Why doesn't anybody remind me of this shit? I always forget to put the PAL one up for some reason. Oh, man. I think I have decided that, Paradox, who I keep wanting to call Pandora, is, going to be in my rotation. Right, I got hit by the Gatling Gull on the first floor because I was looking at Discord chat. Like a dummy. Good run, though.